What is pain? That's a deep question and hard to explain. You see, it's like a malfunction in your brain that makes you feel like you're insane. And then, as time goes on, every now and again, you reminisce of what is gone and try to pretend, but it won't matter. Because in the end, we all bleed red, and the words they've said simply manifest inside your head, and you can't help but wonder what life would be like if you were just dead. So you live instead, carrying it around in an imaginary suitcase that you don't even understand why you're carrying in the first place, and you don't complain. You don't want to be a nuisance. I mean, everyone else already thinks you're useless, so what's the point, right? You let the tension rise, and you don't even try to put up a fight, using a smile as your disguise. But when you're alone at night, there's nowhere left to hide. The welling tears mess with your sight, forcing you to face the feelings that won't subside, and you hate the way it makes you feel inside, to know that there's no one by your side. So you're trapped in the dark, unable to see the light, each word leaving its mark. Soon even the dark seems a little too bright. Plus the aching, bleeding heart in your chest, full of hope, love, and loyalty, suddenly gets put to the test. And you want them to know, you want them to see, but you don't let it show, so they keep it low-key, obviously. But silently, you submit to this hopeful mentality and begin to notice everyone around you is just finding they're happy. It's beyond comprehension, and it causes so much strain. It's like all your good memories down the drain, and it hits you hard, like some sort of emotional hurricane. Plus, it leaves you scarred, like the touch of a menacing flame. So maybe this is your lesson, that this is not a game, but instead a perception of your own pain. But we only lose in order to gain, so make choices in which you can refrain from any acts of violence under any category or name to protect your legacy, and let it remain. Let us all live peacefully before we gotta go through all this again. And we're not trying to repeat history. I mean, just saying, we're tired of learning about genocides and ruins. Though it's good to know. We're all just mad that we even had to go through it, because it wouldn't have even happened if people would have just seen the purpose for each and every one of us. And we're all tired of little kids walking around clueless, asking themselves why the universe thinks they're useless when we're all made to express our uses. Another thought hit me, so let me word this wisely. Sometimes you need to be blind to see, and sometimes you need to be sad to know how it feels to be happy. Or maybe I'm just crazy. But this year, 2020, has me rethinking my whole mentality. We can all move on, unless you'd rather just keep getting plagued and nuked and bombed until every last one of us is gone. You see, some people have been hiding stuff from us, but that's clearly because we can't establish trust. I mean, at this rate, we ain't got very long. I'm taking this risk, but I will never be done, because these words need to be spoken. Some people might think that I'm dumb, but at least I'm actually speaking up. We're not sheep. We follow the beat to our own drum. And I'll leave this on repeat, so maybe then you'll actually learn some. Oh yeah, and these words, this speech, it's not just a poem. It's the rest of our unfinished anthem, but the answers have been here all along, right in between the lines of each and every song. And you can't even tell me I'm wrong, see? Told you, my facts are as right as this universe is wrong. It has me looking for an escape. Sometimes suicide crosses our mind. But heaven is just where we're trying to be. And the drugs we use are used as the remedy for this reality. But when we're in the clouds, you see, we see life how it's supposed to be. And where are the cops lately? Seems they're all too busy when you really need someone. Actually, I'm ashamed of the way they see you and me. The way they end lives with just one knee has me scared to dial in the state of emergency. And what's even more messed up is those privileged people saying those people got what they deserved being in the hood. They were probably up to no good, when deep down they know that's not the right way for anyone to go. But they hide that tenderness and don't let it show, but instead just let that prejudice grow like they don't care. But I mean, you really should. Because in the end, if you were them, you'd want us to show you some empathy. And you don't need to know about me. Just know what you need to know. Take some advice for free, because it's clear to see that I'm going places. Take that from me. But if you're on our side, if you're on our team, we can get far beyond the sky and way past our dreams. We just need your support. We need you to see that in this life, we all have the opportunity to be happy. And it all starts with just you, me, and this hopeful mentality.